Hi everyone, welcome to the summer online workshop. I'm just going to start up on the group page as well, so just bear with me for a minute. Won't be a sec. Hi Katie. How do I do this? Hi everyone. Everyone's coming on. Just trying to work out. Won't be a sec. So where are we? Just opening it up on the business page. It's not letting me. That is bizarre. Okay, let's just go with all you lovely people over here on the event page. So today we're talking about summer and school holidays and kids and mums and all of that sort of stuff. Hi Mandy. So just bear with me as I open this. Okay, so for all us mums, fix this. For all of us mums who are staring down the barrel of long summer holidays and Christmas, it tends to be a bit stressful this time of year. So you only have to go down the shopping centre to see the fear or the stress in people's eyes, and it's not even December yet. So today we're going to talk about essential oils and the amazing natural options that they give you. So I don't know if a lot of you know, but my name's Jess and my husband and I, Darren, have 3 little girls, and we've been using essential oils now for about 2.5 years. Just been teaching workshops and empowering other people to use them for about, since the beginning of this year. So we love doing that. I kind of think if I didn't know about essential oils, there must be a lot of people that don't know about essential oils. So they have done so much for us, and as I am very skeptical by nature, I never ever thought that I would be using them to the extent that I'm using them now. So we use them for cooking, and that's where it all started with our raw dessert. So I went down to the local farmers markets and got some peppermint and orange, and I loved using those beautiful oils for cooking, but I didn't know that they were useful for so many other things. And they sat on my kitchen shelf for probably 12 months before I started looking at cleaning options. So I was pregnant at the time and really worried about the amount of chemicals that I was being exposed to as carrying an unborn baby. And I had read an article about the shower being the most toxic place in your home. And at that stage, I was the queen of domestos, and I knew it was no good. Like, I would scrub the shower and pretty much feel like I was going to faint. So I knew that it wasn't good, but I wasn't really willing to sacrifice, elbow grease and the quality just to go natural. And, I did use a bit of vinegar and bicarb, but it wasn't until I made the decision to start to detox our home. And once one product ran out, the internet's not, can everyone see me okay? I think it's fine from this end. Anyhow, we'll carry on. But once I started looking up recipes and seeing what options I had for cleaning the shower and the toilet and bench sprays. I mean, I used to put spray and wipe on my daughter's high chair, clean it down with spray and wipe. And one day I was wiping thinking, I wouldn't clean my plates or my knives and forks with this stuff, but yet I am cleaning her eating surface. So that was a bit of a wake-up call. Anyway, we did slowly integrate natural cleaning into our house, and I was very pleasantly surprised with the results. I'm very time poor. I want to do the best for my family, but I was at that point where if it took more time, then it wasn't going to happen. And now we use essential oils for all sorts of cleaning, and I think society in general has been conditioned to think that you need a soap for the shower and a soap for the toilet, a soap for your feet, a soap for your face, soap for your body, a cleaner for this, a cleaner for that. But in reality, if we just look back to the past and simplify things, you don't have to sacrifice on quality at all. So today we're going to talk about how we use essential oils in summer. We use them for all sorts of things. So cooking, cleaning, basic forms of healthcare, as a first line of defense for our family for all sorts of healthcare issues. But today we're going to get into the fun stuff. So summer. So in summer, the kids are at home. The mums are probably stressed because it's coming into, I've lost my main bit of paper. That's not very good. But the mums are a bit stressed coming into Christmas. There's a lot on their plates. And I think really just being able to take a step back, enjoy your kids for the time you have them, because they grow up far too quickly, and just to be able to enjoy them, cut the stress back, simplify things. And you know, I am mirroring what I need to hear as well, because I do need to simplify things, and I am this Christmas simplifying things. But when you're talking about, and I'll just grab my essential oils. So I've got lots of stuff here on the table. I'll actually turn it around and show you in a minute. But let's just show you. So we've got our top 10 oils here that we'll be talking about. We've got some books and some different products that we use. So, little late computer issues. That's fine, Wendy. So we're going to be talking about magnesium oil today, a cooling spray for summer, an ouch spray, or an, what they call it in America, an owie blend, calming for kids and mums, after sun, and some other little hacks that, you know, we couldn't do without. So once upon a time, we used to smother ourselves and our children and our little babies when they were little, or spray it all over their stroller with bug spray or insect repellent. And that stuff is nasty, nasty stuff. So when the baby's really little, I used to spray the whole stroller. I'd spray all our clothes, and I wouldn't spray the baby until they were a bit bigger, but pop them in the stroller and they would be in this chemical soup of toxins. We now know that those toxins are really, really bad, carcinogenic, endocrine disrupting, just horrible, horrible stuff. So a number one way to remove some toxins from your family this summer is to go for a natural insect repellent. But we want one that works, don't we? We don't want to sacrifice on quality. We don't want to get eaten alive. We don't want our kids to be scratching their legs for weeks on end. So I have lots of recipes, and I've tried lots of different things for insect repellent, natural insect repellent. So things like the essential oil arbor vitae, lemongrass, eucalyptus, geranium, rosemary, cedarwood, lavender, all of these oils are insect repelling. However, doTERRA has done the very smart thing and made it easy for us and put it all into one blend called Terra Armour. And this lives in my handbag. I've got one at the back door, because if our grass gets a bit long, the mozzies and just molest us. So one in my handbag, one in at the back door, one in the car. And this is a beautiful blend of oils in a base of fractionated coconut oil and pure essential oils, which we'll talk about in a minute, that can go directly onto the skin and are safe for little kids. When I'm away, sometimes if I've forgotten my deodorant, I'll reach for this and use it as a deodorant. That's how good it is. So it's very all-rounder. If you're going camping, you might like to spray this on the windows, the fly screens around the windows, to stop the mozzies just buzzing at the door when you're, going in and out. So that is my number one tip. But we've got lots of more, and we've got lots of hacks coming up. So what are essential oils? Essential oils, to me, many years ago, I just thought essential oils were smelly hippie rubbish that you put in a tea light a tea light, you know, one of those tea light candle burners. And I used to have them when I was a kid, when I was a teenager actually, at Wooleye, and I used to go to the local surf shop and spend all my pocket money or my earnings on essential oils and tea light burners, and my dad used to come in and be crook and yell and tell me to turn it off, I was going to burn the house down, blow it out. So yes, I have been using essential oils, but only for their scent. And with doTERRA, one thing that really opened my eyes, these are far more than just a beautiful smelling product. A beautiful smell is the byproduct of these oils. However, these are therapeutic grade oils. So we have peppermint here, and this is one of our top 10 oils. We're focusing on our top 10 oils today. So peppermint is a beautiful oil. 1 drop of peppermint is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea, so it's extremely strong. It's very energizing. I like to put it in my cooking, so coming up to Christmas, peppermint is going to be amazing for Rocky Road, and peppermint choc mint mousse. What else? We're going to make a gingerbread house, so some of the icing will be peppermint. The kids love it. It's very energizing and it will wake you up. So when I'm on call for work, I will keep this by the bedside, and just a smell, so clean and clear, and it is very invigorating to the mind. It wakes you up. Truck drivers use this drop on their thumb, push it to the roof of their mouth, and they will use it to keep them awake. People that are trying to kick a caffeine habit will use peppermint, and if you have doTERRA peppermint oil, you will understand why it is so strong. So maybe you just need a bit of a breath freshener after having your morning coffee, or maybe you need a wake up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Peppermint is your go-to. But we also use it a lot in summer. It is our number 1 DIY oil that we use in summer. So we'll have a chat about that in a minute. But essential oils are pure extracts from plants. They're nature's defense for that plant. So a lot of these oils you'll find are antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, and that's purely because that plant requires that for its health. And these beautiful essential oils that doTERRA produce, they source them from where that plant occurs naturally. So in Australia, it's tea tree and eucalyptus, and in New Zealand we get manuka from New Zealand. Lavender comes from France and Bulgaria, and if you could smell this, I wish I could let you guys have a smell. It's so beautiful. Facebook will bring that out one day, you realize. Smell a Facebook Live or whatever, Facebook Live of Smell-O-Vision. This is so pure, not like anything that I thought lavender smelled like. So the lavender I knew was that synthetic bath bomb smell that you get in the chemist. That's so synthetic, gives me a headache now these days. But this lavender is pure from France. It's grown at altitude and it's very high in linalool. So linalool is the active compound that makes it so relaxing, calming, soothing. 1 drop of this in some coconut oil, rubbed on a baby's tummy, 1 drop in on a lady's nightgown, 1 drop in some coconut oil and rubbed on the back of a child who's having a tantrum's neck. That's all it takes. So I use it a lot on Violet, who's my 2-year-old. You can also put it in, it's edible. So if I can't sleep at night, I'll pop a drop under my tongue with some frankincense, and it's a natural sleeping tablet. What else do we, Darren, my husband, has bees, so when he gets stung, which is inevitable when he goes beekeeping, he will put lavender directly onto the sting and it takes the sting away. Also, if you have mozzie bites or anything like that, and we'll talk about that in a moment, lavender is your go-to. So lavender is the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. Yes, so a lot of people that Belinda's just saying that she thought she was allergic to lavender, but she's not to doTERRA's lavender. And that is because when they steam distill the plant matter to get the essential oil, all the proteins are left behind. So you don't get any protein in there. And what most people are allergic to is the protein. So lavender is, you need to try that. For Christmas, I'm actually making some lavender fudge. So I'm going to make a big batch of fudge and I'm going to divide it up into wild orange, peppermint, lavender, and On Guard, which is our protective blend. So that, and On Guard's so Christmassy, it's going to be beautiful. So doTERRA sources their plants from all around the world, and they are super, super pure. So you're not going to get anything in that bottle of lavender apart from lavender. There will be no fillers, no synthetics, no foreign plant matter, no pesticides, no pests or bugs squashed in there. It is pure, pure lavender. And if you smell this against an LD lavender or a Kmart or any other, you know, readily available essential oil on the market, this will smell completely different, I guarantee you. It's actually cheaper to synthesize lavender in a lab with high concentrations of linalool that are a synthetic version than it is to grow at high altitude with local indigenous populations indigenous plants with the local communities, steam distill it, than it is to so it's cheaper to make it in a lab basically than it is to get it from nature, which is really, really sad, but that's just the world we live in. So just be aware that when you're looking at essential oils, we're not comparing apples with apples. We're definitely not. There is no one governing the essential oil industry. So doTERRA created their own standard, which is certified pure therapeutic grade, and they triple test their oils. Once is independently tested. So this is a therapeutic grade oil. When you receive a bottle of lavender and it works on your head tension or your bee sting or getting your child to sleep or calming you down, if you buy that same bottle in 2 years' time, it will have the same therapeutic properties, the same profile. It's going to be just as therapeutic. This is what doTERRA is all about: purity, pure therapeutic grade oils. So also on that note, if you were to take that same lavender bush and grow it in Australia, you would not receive the same concentration of linalool in that oil. So that's why the oils have to be sourced from where they're grown naturally. So on that note, 1 minute, I really did leave my whole list of notes downstairs, but that's okay, let's just wing it. I know what I'm going to say. It was just the right order. So if I have to backtrack on myself, I apologise. So, owie spray. Or the Americans call it owie spray, but we call it ouch. We just call it ouch. This is our bottle. I just put a bit of... You can get beautiful labels. I mean, we're going to be talking about magnesium oil, and I got these labels made up for a workshop. But for us at home, we just use the washi tape you get from, you know, Spotlight or Kmart, and just write on it with a black texter. So the ouch spray, this is for any cuts, scrapes, bumps, bruises, blisters, anything that you would need to get rid of germs, to help heal the skin, to be really mild. So this has got in it lavender, which is very calming and soothing to the skin. And I've got the stickers here, you can see it's got lavender, frankincense, tea tree, and coconut oil. So it's very, very calming and soothing to the skin, and we use this all the time. We've got 3 little girls. Someone's always scratching or cutting or bumping themselves. So it's got lavender. So in this size, it has 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of tea tree, and 10 drops of frankincense. So tea tree grown in Australia, that's, and we've all probably grown up with tea tree in the cupboard. The tea tree that we grew up with, used to sting so bad on your... I used to put it on my pimples and it used to sting so bad. But doTERRA's tea tree is so, so mild. I use it in our baby wipes on Violet's bottom from when she was, 2 months old, and it does not sting at all. So this blend of frankincense, which is really calming to the skin, lavender and tea tree is going to really soothe and help repair that tissue that's damaged. So it definitely won't sting, and we fill it up with fractionated coconut oil. So fractionated coconut oil is a liquid coconut oil. It's a carrier oil, and all the long chain fatty acids have been removed. This is the doTERRA one. You can also get one from the supermarket. I like this one. It's got 0 scent, and it's super light, silky smooth, and it's going to absorb very quickly. So we fill that up, and that just lives in our bathroom. Oh, Mandy. Yes, Mandy's saying she has she planted tea trees as a job here on the North Coast. Yeah, awesome. There's lots of tea trees around northern New South Wales, isn't there? So this one is a winner. You're going to use it for everything. It's like, it's going to keep the bugs out and help that skin heal and repair. Another one that we love using, and this one lives in the fridge, it's a cooling spray and it's got lavender and peppermint in it. So summer, it's starting to warm up today. It's really warm here today actually. We've had a couple of weeks of beautiful cool weather, but really warm here today. So this is one that we keep in the fridge. It's just got water in it, so filtered water, or I just double boil the kettle. It kills most of the bugs and we go through it pretty quickly. So, and it's in the fridge. So 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of peppermint. So like I said, that's about, I think that's about 300 mils. And in 300 mils, all you need is 20 drops. And that's gonna be, you know, a lot of sprays, like 50, 100 sprays. So that's gonna be really cooling. And we had a workshop down in Wooli a few weeks ago. It was so hot. It was so hot, and us girls, we were spraying ourselves down with just peppermint and water actually, but lavender also makes it very calming. So I like that in the summer. So keep that one in the fridge. And then of course an after sun spray. So if you do get sunburnt, which is not ideal, and we don't go and plan to get sunburnt, do we? But if you do happen to, an after sun spray is beautiful, and it's really going to help that skin get better and decrease the redness and create a good environment for that skin to repair. So this has got lavender, peppermint, tea tree and frankincense. So very similar to the Owie spray, but with a bit of peppermint in it. And it's based on fractionated coconut oil as well, so it's nourishing and moisturizing to the skin. That one lives in the fridge too. So, yes, so the lavender's all things soothing and calming to the skin. The tea tree has cleansing properties, antibacterial. The peppermint's cooling. It is so cooling. It's beautiful on the skin, and it's not too strong for the kids. You just want to make sure they close their eyes if you're going to spray their face. Cover their eyes because it can be a little bit tingly for them. And the frankincense. So frankincense is the king of oils. If in doubt, use frankincense. It is so good for everything. The reason being is it has a very complex profile of the active constituents in there. It's an amplifier, so whatever you put it with is going to make it stronger, and that's why I pretty much put it in everything I make. It's going to make it more powerful. This one I take under my tongue morning and night. It's extremely therapeutic. Jump onto pubmed.gov and Google type into the search engine frankincense. All the most recent studies will come up and you can read what is happening in the world with frankincense. So a lot of the active constituents in our essential oils are the basis of a lot of modern medicines and pharmaceuticals. The reason essential oils are not popular in the pharmaceutical industry is because they can't patent it. They can't patent nature. So it's really, really sad, but thank goodness for doTERRA, we have these beautiful therapeutic oils at our fingertips, and we can use them and we can educate ourselves. And we can't claim to cure, treat, or prevent disease or illnesses. We can't use any drug names and we can't use any disease names. So when I'm describing things, you'll have to be a little bit, I'll have to be a little bit creative in my language and you'll work it out. But earlier this year, I did have a cancer issue, the health, and had thyroid cancer and had to have multiple operations, lots of stress, and now I'm on I'm under medical care. So it's not about going and not ever going to your doctor again. It's just about having the resources at your fingertips to use for minor things. So I definitely relied on essential oils a lot during that time to help stabilize my hormone levels and deal with moods and emotions. And I've had so much benefit from them. I don't know what I would have done without them. But frankincense, if you just go to PubMed, you'll know what I'm talking about and why I take this under my tongue morning and night. It's an incredible oil. So frankincense is one of our top 10 oils as well. And it's in our after sun spray. It's in our ouch spray as well. So another oil blend that I love, and you can put this in a roller bottle. A lot of people do. I find all of these actually you could put in roller bottles, but I find it's just a lot easier. So if you had Matilda fell down the ladder of the trampoline the other day and hurt herself on her leg. And if I had a roller bottle with this blend in it, that would be totally fine. I'd roll it on her hand and she'd put it on, but it was bleeding and she was crying and I didn't want to touch it. She would just scream if I touched it. So to have it in a spray application is so much better. And I'm going that way with a lot of things too. So this blend we're talking about now is the calming blend, and it is, actually it's empty, so I'll make it up for you. It's got lavender, wild orange and juniper berry. So lavender and wild orange are incredibly calming and settling, great for sleep, great for even out and about at the shopping centre when the kids are going a bit crazy. A lot of mums will spray their kids down as they hop in the car, just to calm everything down. So lavender, wild orange are so good for sleep, so good for calming. And juniper berry is our favourite for Charlotte in our house because it really helps with the night terrors. So she gets a lot of those. So we add it to this mix. But it doesn't have to be reserved for nighttime, does it? It can just be, you know, when the kids are home on the holidays and everyone's a bit crazy and fighting. That's the one thing at the moment. Charlotte and Matilda are just at each other non-stop. So just to be able to give them a bit of a spritz, separate them, go and do a chill skill. So we have chill skills in this house. So like reading and drawing and, but doing it alone, and have a bit of a spray. They can spray themselves if they feel that they're getting out of control, and it's just really empowering. So this I could not live without on the school holidays. And for myself, I'll just reach across here. For myself and managing my moods and what I was talking about before at the beginning of the year when I had my operations, it's balance. This doesn't come in the top 10 oils, but I thought I'd sneak this one in just to have a chat about it because it is absolutely incredible. It's so good for moods and settling and sleep. It's got a beautiful blend of all the grounding oils. That's why they call it the grounding blend. So it's got, it's in a base of coconut oil. You can use it directly from the bottle. It's got spruce and howood and frankincense, blue tansy, chamomile, osmanthus. It's so incredible. I use it as a pure fume. So instead of having toxic chemical perfumes all on me all day, and it is so incredibly calming. So I need that a bit at the moment. My dad says I talk too quickly, so this will slow my talking down a bit. It's so beautiful. So this is one that I put on before I even get out of bed. I went through a stage of having panic or anxiety attacks, and this really helped. So put it on myself before I even get out of bed. Then if the kids, as they usually are on school mornings, a bit crazy, running up and down the hallways, they'll get it too. If we go out and Violet is just not herself, being a bit difficult, she'll get some in her hand, and I'm teaching her just to pop a drop in her hand, rub it together, and 3 deep breaths. And then we put the excess on the back of our neck, and it is then absorbed into our skin. So with essential oils, there's 3 ways you can use them. And one of those is aromatically, and I've got the diffuser right here. It's actually holding up the phone. Oh. So this is our pedal diffuser, so that's aromatically. So that uses ultrasound to put our essential oil particles into the air. So you might have seen them in the chemist, some of you probably have them. It is cool water, so it doesn't matter if a little child knocks it over, and it is using ultrasound technology to put those aromatic compounds into the air, which you then breathe in. Another way, so that's aromatically. Another way to use them aromatically is, like I said, a drop in the hand and breathe it in. And then, of course, topically. This is one of the most powerful ways to use your essential oils. So when we put the balance in a hand, breathe it in and rub the excess on the back of our neck. That is getting the essential oil onto the skin. And we always dilute our essential oils. So with the carrier oil, so it might be the doTERRA fractionated coconut oil. Or if it's for my face, I love a beautiful Australian jojoba. Or in winter, rosehip is really nice for the skin. So just as, well, while I've got the jojoba here, this is what I use as my moisturizer now. I don't use anything else. I just add frankincense, cedarwood, lavender, but frankincense and lavender is beautiful together with a few drops of moisturizing oil, which is the jojoba oil, pure jojoba oil, and that is my moisturizer. So just for you mums out there, you're getting some beautiful, calming, relaxing oils onto your face first thing in the morning, and that is what you need, calming oils during the school holidays. Let me just try and fix up this. So with the mums, frankincense, lavender, and balance are my go-to calming oils. So you might want to put them in the diffuser, you might want to put them in your face cream, put them onto your body. So when we apply oils topically, of course we can use it as a face serum, but if we want therapeutic benefits throughout the day, just getting it onto your skin. So I like the chest, down the spine, the bottom of the feet for the kids especially, and up and down the spine. They're beautiful places to get the essential oils into the bloodstream. But really, if I've got my balance, if I'm really stressed, I'll pop a couple of drops along my forearm and then rub it in, rub it behind my ears, breathe it in. I'm just trying to get it into my body, into my bloodstream. The benefits of this oil are astounding, but with our top 10 oils, frankincense also and lavender are two beautiful mood balancing oils that you're going to want for the school holidays. So, Sweet Dreams. So we spoke about that. That was our calming spray. So if you're going away camping, just to be able to spray the sleeping bags or the pillows down in the tent or the caravan, that's going to really help those kids settle when they're out of their natural habitat. No, their normal sleep routine. That's going to be really beneficial, and trust me, this is one that I rely on all the time. That's why we have it in a big glass bottle. Now, another oil that I rely on all the time is Digestion. Here it is. So Digestion is one of our top 10 oils, and for very good reason. This oil is for everything gastrointestinal. Show me someone over Christmas who doesn't overeat or eat the wrong thing or eat something that they're intolerant to. This saves the day. This saved one of my Christmases big time. I can't eat pork. It just doesn't sit, I just can't do it. I used to love it. Mum used to do a good pork roast with the crackling and all that, but it just gives me stomach cramps and diarrhea and horrible, horrible gastro symptoms. And that will go on for a good 12 hours, maybe longer, 18, 24. So one Christmas Eve, a couple of years ago, I pinched a bit of pork crackle, because I'm a bit partial to that, a bit of pork crackle, and it was on a platter, and I just pinched a bit off, had a crunch, realised that I got a bit of pork flesh as well, but it was seriously tiny, super tiny on the back of the pork crackle, and I just ate it, thought, it'll be right. Well, within 15 minutes, my stomach's churning, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, I've just ruined Christmas. Uh-oh, we've got to go for a really long car drive tomorrow to get to the in-laws. This is not looking pretty, literally not looking pretty. And I remember I was at my mum's place and going to the toilet and coming out and going back to the toilet and coming out, and I was laying on the bed and I was in a bad way. And I had my essential oils, but up until then, I had only used them topically and in my cooking. Well, this oil and a lot of doTERRA's oils you can use internally, and we always read the back of the bottle, and this one says for flavouring use, dilute 1 drop in food or liquid. So it's got anise oil, peppermint, ginger, caraway, coriander, tarragon, and fennel. So all these oils are really good for your gastrointestinal system. So when I was pregnant and I suffered from really bad regurgitation up my esophagus, I used to rub it on topically, and it was so effective. If I had morning sickness, it would settle your tummy. If one of the kids start to feel a bit queasy in the car, we just grab this out and they literally just smell it from the bottle. But that Christmas, I put a drop in a glass of water and I drank it down, and within 10 minutes I was feeling relief, like it was quelling. And then 15 minutes later I had another one, and I did that 4 times and I was fine, and Christmas was saved. So I love this oil. This is your summer oil for sure. So anyone that has any gastrointestinal issues, you want to help them out with this, give it to them, and they will love you forever, I guarantee you. So I've got lots of friends who have tummy issues, and they rely on this. So you can apply it topically, you can diffuse it, but for an adult, I love it in water. When my kids get sore tummies, they don't take it in water, they just have it rubbed on their tummy in a clockwise motion and it's diluted, rubbed on their tummy, and their tummy ache is gone instantly. So sometimes they get tummy aches after having too many milkshakes or ice cream if we go out, and this is really, really good. It's nothing worse than having upset, pain, a child with lots of pain, and they become quite painful in themselves over your school holidays when you're trying to run around and get the Christmas shopping done. So, yes, the Digestin is incredible. Another oil that I wanted to talk about is lemon. So lemon, oh, someone's got a comment there. Yes, Des lives on Digestin. So you don't have to find someone, you don't have to look too far these days to find someone with a tummy issue, do you, Des? And they're everywhere. And it's just what has happened to our food, the additives, the way our food is produced these days, the numbers, just the way our bodies are not coping with all the changes that causes that. So if we can just balance that system and help it do what it's supposed to do, it's going to thank us. And the Digestin oils really do that. They help balance the whole gastro system. So back to that, if you have a child who is, and that quite often happens when you go away, the child gets constipated, you can use Digestin rubbed on the tummy. If you have a bout like I had, it will stop that, but it'll also help that gastrointestinal system work and help that child go to the toilet, or whoever. So really, really worthwhile. So it's not just one or the other, it just stabilizes the whole system. So lemon. So this is sunshine in a bottle. It really is so clean. There's 46 organic lemons in this bottle. So it's cold pressed from the rind. It's so beautiful. And for rowdy kids or long car journeys, they don't mean to be rowdy, they're just kids. My three, they are crammed into the back seat of the car. They all pushed up against each other, and someone's hair gets pulled, or they just go crazy in long car journeys. So what I really love is frankincense and lemon. So lemon is very uplifting to the mood, and it's good for so many other things, but in the car journey it's so uplifting to the mood, keeps everyone happy, and frankincense is incredibly calming. Probably you wouldn't want to use lavender or any of those really calming sleepy oils, but frankincense is enough calming to keep Darren awake and focused on the road, but to keep the kids chilled out. And us chilled out too, because if we're chilled out, they're usually chilled out. So frankincense and lemon. So I've got a really wonderful car diffuser called the Aroma Move, which I wish I had here to show you, but Darren took the kids to the tip in the car, so it's in the car. But before I had that car diffuser, I highly recommend the car diffuser for sure, but before I had that, I just used to use wooden pegs, which you can get from the supermarket or the $2 shop, and put them on the air vents and put a drop of each on that, and the air conditioner would blow the aromatic compounds throughout the car, make it smell beautiful, make everyone happy, and I love that idea. So grab yourself some wooden clothesline pegs. Did I say tent pegs? No, not tent pegs. And lemon is also so good in your water. It's really alkalizing. It's completely safe as to be taken internally. It's really good in water, in tea, in soda water. So I don't drink much alcohol, but I love to have some lemon or some lime or spearmint. So these two aren't in the top 10, but I do love these in my soda water. So I just get the soda water in the glass bottle and put a drop in the top, and it's beautiful, and the bubbles just disperse it lovely. But lemon is or any citrus oil are so alkalizing, so cleansing to the body, and you really want to get this in your life for summer. Also lemon bliss balls, lemon slice, what else? Lemon on your fish. This is a must for summer. You really want to take this, when you go away, you just don't have enough room to take everything. You don't. Possibly if you're going camping, you're not going to be able to get fresh produce easily. So to be able to take your essential oils, your your lemon, you can use lavender in your food if you like, but lemon and ginger and lime, lemongrass, fennel, all of these oils are so beautiful in cooking and in food, and you can really not have to sacrifice on flavour when you're camping or caravanning or at a holiday house, because you didn't or you couldn't bring all of your spices and your food, you can take some oregano, which is in our top 10 oils, and put it into your pizza sauce or your spaghetti bolognese, and the flavour and the depth of flavour is amazing. So cooking over Christmas and the school holidays, I love to do it leading up to Christmas, but it does turn into a massive schmozzle. So like I was saying before, things that I love to use, cook with at Christmas time, so are the orange, the On Guard, which is our protective blend, really good for cleaning and immune system support, but it is amazing and it smells like Christmas. It's got clove and cinnamon and wild orange, eucalyptus, rosemary, and this is beautiful in any raw treats, anything chocolate. Rocky Road, like I said, fudge, so I'll be making the fudge in 4 different flavors, the Rocky Road in peppermint. What else? We're making ice cream cake, so that will have some beautiful flavored essential oil ice cream, so maybe some spearmint and some cacao, a cacao layer and a spearmint ice cream layer. The lime, Darren will have the lime in his Coronas for sure. The limes are so expensive at Christmas, so to be able to put a drop in his Corona, he's happy, I'm happy, because a drop is literally 5 cents versus what for a lime? Like, I don't know, at Christmas they can be $3 each. So I think that's enough for cooking. Let's get on to mozzies and pests, and that is what, you know, the bad thing about living in Australia is, and being outdoors, and we're outdoors all summer. We'll often eat dinner outside on the lawn, just to save on mess and just to make it a bit more relaxed. Pull the picnic blanket out. But we also go down the beach a lot and have pizza in the park or picnics with friends after work. And what I cannot live without is, just grab it, this. So we take the bare minimum seriously. We'll take the soda water, the beer, whatever we're having for dinner, whether it's something I've cooked at home or we'll just get pizzas on the way, and we'll take the kids some drinks with water and maybe some fruit, but this is always in the esky, and it's our peppermint and water spray. It's just peppermint oil. Peppermint and water is all you need. And this, I mean, you could use it as a cooling spray for sure, but the main reason I love this is we spray it, and there's so, especially down the beach, so many green ants, and we spray it around the vicinity of where we are putting our picnic mat, because you can bet your bottom dollar, as soon as you pop your picnic mat down, all the green ants will come out, and it only takes one to ruin a picnic, trust me. We've had many picnics ruined by one little green ant bite because they sting so bad. And I'm originally from Melbourne, they're not down there, but if you're in the northern states, this is a must. Also, if you go camping, you can spray the fly screens, you can spray around the doors to stop. Any pests hate peppermint. You can actually even spray yourself. Say you ran out of Terra Armour, I would grab some coconut oil and some peppermint and wipe it all over my body, or spray it all over my body. Any pests, any bugs hate, spiders, everything, hate peppermint. So spray down your fly screens so that when you walk out the door, all the mozzies that are hanging there don't just come in. Spray down the kids' shoes to stop the spiders getting in them if you're camping. Sort of the entrance and all the doorways. I like to spray at home in the corners of the ceiling to stop the cobwebs. And also, if you have a pantry moth infestation, you can wipe your pantry out with peppermint oil. So peppermint oil is so good for summer. So handy tip, grab a glass bottle or any bottle you like, put a sprayer on it, and keep that with your esky, because it's a natural insect repellent. It's not going to hurt anyone. It's not chemical. It's not going to disrupt anyone's endocrine system or be poison for little babies. It is so good. So spray it around the grass before you put your picnic mat down. Spray it around your campsite or your caravan. So that is one hot tip. Oh, by the by, Darren loves his gardening and he uses so many essential oils in his garden, because we're all about, and the app has just told me that he's just arrived home, so it might get noisy here, guys, but the garden and the essential oils, we are trying to encourage pollinators. We've got European bees out the front with a flow hive. Out the back we've got, what do you call them? the stingless native bees, and we are really trying to encourage pollinators. And so we've done it for many years, even before we had bees, but trying to cut the chemicals out of the garden, out of the veggie garden especially. So peppermint he uses, and I grabbed him before he left just to pick his brains on what he uses peppermint for, but he uses peppermint with the Terra Armour, so he gets the pure oil Terra Armour and the peppermint, and he puts them into, so here we go, where's our peppermint gone? Here we go, Terra Armour and the peppermint, and he puts 10 drops of each into 500 mils of water, and that is an all-purpose bug spray. It is the easiest, cheapest recipe. You don't have to spend heaps of money down at Bunnings. Don't have to put chemicals all over your food. It's going to help keep grasshoppers away, caterpillars, moths, and aphids. So that was his little input into our workshop today. So peppermint is an incredible oil. So we used it in our ouch spray. We used it in our after sun spray, and we used it in our cool down spray, yes. So my brother works in Port Hedland, and he often with his mates, when it gets really hot, like 50 degrees in summer, he'll put peppermint into a spray bottle and spray each other down. It is so hot, so cooling, great for hot weather. Another thing which is really easy to make, is magnesium oil. So magnesium oil is one of these, we're doing lots of workshops for Christmas and stuff, so if you guys are interested in having a workshop, let me know. But it's just magnesium chloride flakes, which you can get from Blantz, which is an Australian website, and water, and then essential oils. So you can add wintergreen or ice blue. I love for gifts, because it's nice and mild, lavender and lemon. And what this does is you spray your body down, or you spray your kids down, and it helps you absorb magnesium through the skin, so transdermally. It is so effective. It's really expensive in the stores, so this is a really good way to make it. And to be able to give someone a homemade gift is so good. It is really good for muscles, joints, people that get head tension, have sleep issues. Pretty much all of us are magnesium deficient just by nature of the way our food is grown. Our veggies aren't as nutritious as they used to be. The soil's depleted, so we just don't have enough magnesium in our diet. So this is a great way. So you can have a magnesium bath and just wallow in the bath for 20 minutes, but as a mum, I don't have time to do that at all. And really, the kids love, yes, this is a really good way of getting it, isn't it, Mandy? Yes. So the kids love to have a bath, but with 3 kids and just how busy it is at 5 o'clock at night in this house, I just chuck them in the shower because it's so much easier, and no one can drown. we've got a double shower, turn both showers on, and all 3 have a shower, and the 2-year-old kicks around the bottom. But if I could give them a bath every day, I would, and I'd give them a magnesium bath, but because I can't, it's not a priority for me. Sorry, the phone rang. This is a much easier way. Where do I buy the flakes from? I'll put all the details into the notes under this video, all the recipes, everything, but it's Blantz online, B-L-A-N-T-S, and that's where I get all my really good quality Epsom salts, magnesium chloride flakes, bentonite clay, so Blantz, yep. So the magnesium oil, it only has to be on your skin for 20 minutes. And then it's absorbed to the maximum. Then you can rinse it off. So it is a tiny bit, not sandy, not salty, but it's finer than that. It's almost powdery to the skin. And I don't like going to bed with that on my legs or anything. I want the kids to be really squeaky clean when they go to bed. So what I do is after school or before their shower, they're usually outside running around, in their knickers in summer, and it is grainy, isn't it? I'll spray them down just on their tummies or their legs and let them run around for 20 minutes. We'll water the garden, whatever we're doing, and then they'll come in for a shower and they'll wash it off. And I know that they've had a really good dose of magnesium. The other thing is it can be a little bit tingly if you're first using it, so just be aware of that. For me, I'll spray a bit on my legs or something when I'm spraying them down, but otherwise I'll spray it on my tummy at night. Just before I get into bed, a couple of sprays rubbed on my tummy, and that's fine for it to be a little bit grainy on my tummy. I don't notice it. So magnesium oil, awesome gift, and really anyone that's into training and athletics, anyone that has sleep issues. It's really good for bone and teeth health. What else? People that suffer from really severe head tension, you know, those ones where you have to, those poor people that have, starts with an M, and they have to go to bed for a whole day, sit in the dark, or go to the doctor and have an injection. Those people really need more magnesium, so they can benefit from that. So magnesium oil, get some in your life this summer. Give it for a Christmas gift, and add some beautiful oils. If you're giving it to someone who's quite new to oils, maybe just lavender and lemon. Yes, that's it, Melinda. Thank you. So what I want to show you really quickly, because we're getting close to our end, but is what I love to do is to make, well, this is the baby wipes. It's a very similar recipe to the baby wipes, but it is our hand wipes that we take in the car when we go for picnics, down the beach for pizza in the park. This is what we take. So you just need a square container. Sorry, just emptied the last one. And we need Viva paper towel cut in half. Or you can just get a container that is going to fit the whole length of Viva. Or what you could do is get your Viva paper towel and just tear off, 20 sheets and put it in a little takeaway container, and that might be enough wipes for you to take out for the night. So for us, we go through them a lot. So here we go. We've just crammed that Viva paper towel. It's the double length bamboo one. Don't get anything else. Get Viva. All the other brands are crap and they fall apart. So what we've got there is that. And then we've got a cup. It's actually a 3/4 cup. I grabbed the wrong one. So we're going to put in some, hang on, I'm just going to go and get a jug. This is going to be much easier if I do that, less messy. Here we go. Okay, we've got a jug. Just going to put 2 cups of double boiled water in. There we go. Then we're going to put, if it's a hand wipe that you're going to take camping, you're going to take down the beach, that you don't want an oily residue. So for the baby wipes, I use oil in this step. But if it's going to be for wiping tables, for kids' hands, you could use it for their faces too. Eskies, this is just a campsite picnic one that we're going to use Castile soap. Or if you're lucky enough to have your own doTERRA account, grab some concentrate, cleaning concentrate. So a tablespoon of that, or just a squirt, who needs to measure? It's just soap. Then we're going to put in some On Guard. It's our protective blend. It's one of our top 10 oils. We're going to put in 10 drops. Give it a little bit of a swoosh around. And then we're just going to pour that. Just going to pour that over the wipes. There we go. So what we've got in there is our 2 cups of water, and that's going to take a little while to soak in, and our On Guard and our Castile soap. Now that comes straight out now that it's wet. And there we have our paper towel. And this stuff, it may look a little bit little, but that is completely fine. It's so beautiful to smell. It's the protective blend. It's Christmas, that smell. It's clove and cinnamon, but it's really good at killing little bugs. It's really good at cleaning. This is what I clean my shower out with, the On Guard oil. This, see? Strong as anything. You need the Viva paper towel. So this is what I take in the car. I just chuck that in. Ideally you could have a glass one if it was at home, but plastic's just easy to deal with the kids in the car and stuff. And I take that down the park for our picnic. So the not negotiables for our picnic are the hand towels and the peppermint spray. Then what else do you need for a picnic? Just your drinks and order your pizza. I mean, how easy is that for a December dinner down the beach? Making memories with the kids. That's what you want. Just simplify things. You don't have to be Mother of the Year, cooking a beautiful big salad and all that sort of stuff. So So we've gone over outdoors, camping. Another thing that I really wanted to chat to you about was Christmas and gift giving, because I know at this time of year a lot of us just get frantic, and you see people at the supermarket, and the shopping centre, and I was that person last year, December 18, Thursday night shopping, mad and frantic, running around, grabbing just stuff, and I just have to get something for someone, and I'm just going to get this, and trying to get the best presents for people is always so hard. And I really love Christmas. I love gift giving, and it's so important for me to have put thought into the gifts, because I just feel dreadful if I just have plucked something off the shelf. So what I want to give you guys was a few ideas of what you could do for Christmas gift giving. And, you know, we've spoken about essential oils and how they can change your life. And if you have a doTERRA account, awesome. And if you don't, maybe you could gift yourself one for Christmas. Seriously, I wish I was onto this 10 years ago. It would have made my life so much easier. I possibly wouldn't have had all my endocrine problems that I've had. I spent a lot of my teenage years and in my 20s, most other people, going to Priceline, buying face masks and impulse spray when I was a teenager, lip balms and all these stuff that was full of endocrine disrupting chemicals. And I really believe that if we can lead our children away from that path, if we can grab them before they're 14 and wanting to spend every cent that they own on stupid bath bombs that you get from the Big W and whatever, then our kids are going to be so much better for it. So if you can start empowering your children, showing them what chemicals are, showing them how to make a really easy non-synthetic baby wipe, like even those fragrance-free baby wipes that I used to buy, they're worse than the ones with fragrance because they have so many more chemicals in them. So basically anything with fragrance on it as well, any sort of shampoo or face product or face cream or body spray, what it might be, if it has fragrance on the label, then that's just an open check for that company to put whatever chemicals they like in it. They don't have to tell anyone. That's their trade secret fragrance. Quite often those chemicals, that every day they're developing new chemicals, but usually it's a chemical cocktail, a chemical soup of hundreds of different chemicals that are neurotoxic, endocrine disrupting, cause fetal abnormalities, linked to learning difficulties, linked to cancer. You just want to steer clear of those. And if we can empower our children, empower our girlfriends or our mums or our sisters to make a few simple changes like their deodorant or their soap or their cleaning products, then that is such a beautiful gift to give someone. So back to gifts, sorry, waylaid. If you don't have a doTERRA account, highly recommend gifting yourself one for Christmas. It is the best gift you can give your health. If you were sent here by another wellness advocate or you're already working with someone from doTERRA, go back to them and get them to help you work out the best way for you to take advantage of November's promotion, for example, or to get the best kit for your health needs. Most people start with this one, which is the top 10 oils and a diffuser, and that's what we went through today. Top 10 oils and a diffuser, and they are the 10 most used oils. They're the ones I'm replacing all the time. doTERRA's done all the hard work, taken all the thought process out of it, and chosen the best oils that every home could use. Ticks the box for cooking, cleaning, healthcare. These oils are all used for so many different things, and that is probably the number one selling kit. Most people start with $330. You can get your oils for the same price that I get them for, so 25% off. And that is a beautiful gift to give yourself or your mum or your sister. This other kit here has the top 10 oils without a diffuser, and they're in the small bottles. So they're in this size bottle, and that's also a really good entry-level kit. So if someone already has a diffuser or they just want to dip their toe and see if these oils are as fantastic as I'm saying, then that's a beautiful kit. $174 includes the membership. So that membership lasts for 12 months. After 12 months, if you want to continue with your membership, it's $25, but doTERRA actually gift you a free peppermint oil. And we know how much we use peppermint oil in summer. So that peppermint oil is worth about $26. So it's pretty much free. If you want your membership for life, it's free for life with that initial kit purchase. This kit down here is super special. This is the one I wish they'd had when I enrolled. $635, but you're getting well over $1,000 worth of value. That one would be perfect if you wanted to enroll yourself and gift some beautiful oils to a girlfriend, or buy an extra diffuser and gift her some oils. So just a few ideas there. I mean, coming into summer, coming into Christmas, essential oils really are a no-brainer for us. And I can't believe that, you know, was it 3 or 4 summers ago, I had no idea. I had essential oils in my cupboard, but I wasn't using them. It's kind of criminal. I was spraying horrendous chemicals all over us just to stop us getting eaten by mozzies. I mean, I didn't know any better. I just thought everyone else does it. You can buy it off the shelf. It must be okay, but it's not. It's really not. We're all mums. Probably most of us here are mums. We all just want to do the best thing by our kids, but we're just so time poor. So unless you have lots of time to research and find the answers, I just reckon having a doTERRA account is a no-brainer. So with a doTERRA account, you not only get beautiful oils delivered to your door, but you get a welcome pack. I'll just show you. So when you join our team, we start everyone with a welcome pack just to make life easier. So we've got some roller bottles and some little sample vials. We gift you a wild orange because that's not in any of those 3 kits that I showed you, and it's kind of essential, so we gift you that. They've got some samples and a mini modern essentials book. So we also have one of these, which is a beautiful magazine, but more than that, we gift you our team, which is all about education and support. We're not going to leave you just with your oils and going, what am I meant to do with them? No, we have so many programs that encourage people to use their oils, that educate them how to use them. Some people might just be interested in using their oils on their pets, and we can cater for that. Some people, by the by, if you have a dog and thunderstorm season's coming up, if you have one of those really anxious dogs that goes crazy in thunderstorms, you need to ring me because I've got some answers for you, natural answers. Where was I going with that? I've lost my train of thought. Back to the dogs. So we gift you education. So if you're interested in cooking and cleaning, then that's fine. But if you have a specific health need, we're going to help you with that. We have an amazing program called Oil Camp, 2 weeks of small group training on Facebook. So good for busy mums. And we also do we join you up to some private Facebook groups that are just so rich in content and recipes. And so if you have been sent to this webinar by someone else, please go back to them, because with doTERRA we have a very strong culture of ethics, and we just want to look after the client, and also we never take someone else's enrollment. But if you're just here because you seen it on my page or on my personal page, then reach out to me. I want to help you get some oils for Christmas. Or sort out which kit might be best for you. And maybe you want to do the idea of splitting one up. Maybe you just want a diffuser and a couple of oils for your daughter who's having a baby in December. Or maybe you've got some girlfriends that you never know what to get them and just end up getting them picnic mats or bottles of wine or something. Teachers' gifts is another amazing one. If you send me a personal message, I can send you some awesome teachers gift recipes, or you can come to one of my workshops and make them. So get yourself a doTERRA account. Don't be a dummy like me and not know what it was all about. A lot of people get hung up about the network marketing, direct sales method. There is no other way these oils could be sold. I mean, you may see them in your health food shop. They're just sitting on the bench. They don't come with education. You're paying a lot more when you buy them retail like that. You want to really connect with someone, get yourself into a good team, and these are communities, and that's a lot of what we're lacking. I mean, I live in suburbia here, but I don't know those. I know one neighbour there and one neighbour over the back, and that's all I know. We don't really have a strong community these days, and I've found that with doTERRA. Amazing support, amazing community, as much or as little info as you want. And by the way, November is the best month for sure. Best that I've ever seen to get started. You can get a free $70 voucher to spend whatever you want next month. So enroll this month, get your oils for yourself, and then you've got $70 to spend on someone else next month for Christmas. How awesome is that? Reach out, send me a message, and I look forward to more webinars like this. I've really had fun. Sorry it was a bit... I've lost my bit of paper. I'm sure I left out some really important content, in which case I'm going to post it below. So come back and read the comments and look at the recipes, and yeah, hope you guys had fun. It was nice that Darren didn't bring the kids back in when he got home. He came in, walked up the stairs, must have heard me rabbiting on, and has gone back again. Must have gone to Bunnings or something to get them a sausage. Thanks, Jenny. Thanks to everyone for your comments. That's really lovely. I love seeing the hearts too. I mean, I don't do very long Facebook Lives, so this has been a bit of a struggle for me to to get this quite a long workshop done online, and I hate looking at myself, so that doesn't help. Anyway, I've got to get over that, don't I? Because it's too important, this information, to just be, you know, not gotten out there. Anyway, lovely to see all you guys there, and thanks for all your support, and my very first proper one that worked without IT issues, although there was a little glitch at the beginning. I was hoping to run it simultaneously on 2 groups, but in reality that probably wouldn't have worked, so it just would have been looking backwards and forwards. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. Have a good Sunday. Don't stress about Christmas. Just enjoy it. Make some beautiful memories. Who knows how many Christmases all of us have left? I mean, that's a bit morbid, isn't it? But it's true. Make the memories now, because you never know what's happening in the future. And take it all back to basics. Basics, it's good. It's a winner. Basics is the new black. See you guys.